Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will put total effort to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The give to Davis. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the grab outside. It's McCoy. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. And the defense drags him down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Go get that field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
Using his legs, it's Tatum. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see the defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking left. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, we saw earlier in the game after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions now try to cash in on this big opportunity created by the defense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Tatum. There he goes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. With the catch, it's Thomas. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The run from the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end and wings it incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Gibson. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Might be changing the route. The give to Davis. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Quick handoff. Determined run gets it down to the 12.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. It's complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Denmark. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Line gets set. 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Denmark. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught near the sticks. It's Denmark. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Tatum. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Fires left. A strike downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it all.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The Noles line it up with a first and goal. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Seminoles! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football drama out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Makes the grab. It's Fleming. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. They'll try to get it through the air. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
They'll try to convert on fourth and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the right side. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's Denmark. At the 35, he's got room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Finds the tight end.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, no! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Turns it loose. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be, and the ability to get after the QB is a big part of it.
Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? And sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Caught near the sideline. It's Cooper. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And first down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Under fire. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Saunders. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They've never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's got it on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 35 over Texas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, just lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Denmark. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On fourth down, going to the air. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Touchdown, Penn State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Glenn. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll run it on 1st and goal.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Saunders. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. He's looking downfield to throw. Got a man. It's Saunders. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on fourth down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter fourth down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Quickly complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Noles come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Shotgun snap on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Fleming. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500 out of one Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After after being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they were today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulls offense will get first crack at it here. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was
intercepted in the first drive. In for the pick. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
Gets it inside the 10. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fitted in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when they're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in, it's Snow. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Sends it downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To throw, it's Baker. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to sneak it. Got enough for the first down.
Third and one, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Weckman. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it that deep. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll try the run. Past the first down marker and still running. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Got it in the middle. It's Snow. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Precision block. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him, he'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Run in the red zone. It's Cobb. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Baker. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Got his man on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Paul?
Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Baker. Finds his man, it's Moore. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the 1st half have a number of inward breaking routes, and now in the 2nd half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Gets it out quickly. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. On the run, it's Cobb. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end, or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Baker. Looking for the goal line. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
He's got an open man. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped up a huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but
good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's McMillan. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
Close to the marker, it's Cobb. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On the ground, it's Cobb. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout behind the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Good timing on the quick out. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab, it's Snow. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.